cure. She's a cancer survivor and truly has embodied the meaning of service above self, offering hope to so many, and I want her to share her personal journey with us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the invite, and thank you for introducing this bill, legislation, and hopefully we are definitely going to get this passed. It gives me great pleasure to be standing here before all of you today. 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. Triple-negative breast cancer is very aggressive, it's very hard to treat, and most African Americans get triple-negative breast cancer. I traveled to get a second opinion in another state. I kept on up 95, traveled to another state, and got a third opinion before I decided to enter treatment. My treatment was surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. Chemotherapy left me with permanent nerve damage in my feet, neuropathy, and that happened sometime. But I'm here to share the story. It was in my hands, but it actually left my hands. If neuropathy get in your hands, you literally would drop stuff. Things would just slide out your hand. So I'm really grateful for that. After everything, I asked my doctor, how would I know if it comes back? He says, a crapshoot. Go home and wait. I asked another doctor that was on my team, how would I know if it comes back? Pain. She said, you're experiencing pain. I said, what type of pain? Pain that won't go away. Well, that didn't sit well with me. I just didn't want to sit around and wait for pain or take a crapshoot. So I heard about a clinical trial. I was able to get in that clinical trial. It was not virtual. It was in California. I had to travel from Richmond, Virginia to California at my own expense. So I did that twice and found that to be next to impossible to do. But I heard about another trial of 95 at University of Pennsylvania, UPenn, which I stayed in that trial for 40 years. I was monitored very closely and got what I feel, everything that I need. That led me to start Trials of Color and Saving Pennies, where we advocate for diversity, inclusion, we give back to the community, and well as we educate. Cancer patients go through so much. A lot of times they lose their job doing treatment, so you have a choice. You go to ELC, you fight for your job, or you fight for your life. You choose. Most people choose to fight for their life. Not to mention the finance part of, cancer. My chemo, one of them was $20,000 per session. So your payment is anywhere from $20, it can be as high as $200. We talking about transportation issues, childcare, side effects. So with all that said, as you heard from the whole panel, from most of the panel here, once you finish treatment, it's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. You have to find that on your own. I found someone to treat my neuropathy on my own. I found my clinical trial on my own. I would like to leave you with 4 points that I feel that we need to do for patients. We need to share comprehensive plan with the primary doctor, because your primary is who you're going to see once you finish treatment. We need a working plan. Again, people lose their jobs. They want to work. So we need something in place for that. Some people even lose their homes. We need to provide support, focus group, resource center. And last but certainly not least, we need to have regular and annual screening. I want to give you a point about prevention and early screening. Last year, my brother came to me. He felt that he had colon cancer. He was diagnosed with colon cancer. He passed 37 days later. Late screening. We definitely need to do prevention and screening. The Comprehensive Cancer Survivorship Act would certainly address this concern from the patient's point of view. We can reduce mortality rate. Let's band together and replace Google University for the Comprehensive have a ship at. Thank you for your time. I'm very excited about this legislation. I will help you get the 290 signatures. Thank you. It's one team and one fight.
I know that I can take everything you just said to the bank. So thank you, Sharon. Thank you for being really the warrior that you obviously are. All of us really have to turn into warriors when we're faced with the diagnosis that we both had. Next, I want to introduce Steve Wasala, who is he's the CEO of Children's Cancer Cause. This legislation also importantly includes several provisions that target adolescent and childhood cancer. There are many. Unfortunately, when you're a child and you're diagnosed with cancer, we have a much higher rate of survival nowadays. But these are young people, as I was when I was 41, diagnosed with breast cancer, that live many years, most of their lives as survivors. And there are ramifications and issues that they have to address for far longer than people who are older when they're diagnosed with cancer. So, Steve, thank you so much.
It's really an honor to be here with all of my colleagues from the cancer community. Thank you for your tireless leadership on this issue. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of Children's Cancer Cause and the pediatric cancer survivor community. Since our founding in 1999, Children's Cancer Cause has worked to improve drug development and to advocate for the needs of survivors for better care and coverage. And our mission really speaks to that. It's a long, healthy life for every child with cancer. Childhood cancer is unfortunately the leading cause of death and disease for children. However, due to advances in treatment today, as the Congresswoman said, there are many childhood cancer survivors, over 500,000, yet they face a life of health challenges as a result of the toxicity of their treatment. I wanted to just mention that pediatric survivors are unequally affected because of the long-term late effects of cancer treatment. And as a result, 95% of the childhood cancer survivors face at least one long-term late effect as a result of their treatment. And over a third of these individuals are going to suffer from severe and chronic health impairments that can include hearing loss, osteoporosis, heart disease, and infertility. And unfortunately, many are unaware.
And for a cure. She's a cancer survivor and truly has embodied the meaning of service above self, offering hope